Hello, welcome to my video series on arguments and their parts. In this episode we will discuss the proper way to set up a Venn diagram for testing a categorical syllogism for validity. If you're not sure what those terms mean, there are earlier videos that cover those topics. And later videos will discuss how to fill the diagram in and interpret the results. So for now, we're only going to focus on setting the diagram up. Okay, let's move to the whiteboard for the demonstration. Okay, so when we have our argument in proper categorical syllogism form, like the argument that I am putting the rectangle around here, we can test that argument for validity by putting it into a Venn diagram. All we're going to do today is talk about how to set up that Venn diagram in order to test the argument. We're not going to talk about how it's done. That's for the next module. So we have our argument, we have premise 1, premise 2, and the conclusion. Each of those has a claim with both a subject group and a predicate group. What we want to do is represent that argument in the Venn diagram. Now the Venn diagram has 3 circles because we have 3 groups: beagles, dogs, and good swimmers. So we want to set up the diagram to match the argument. In order to do that, we start off, first thing we have to do is to set up the bottom of the diagram to match the conclusion. So our conclusion, all beagles are good swimmers. So we'll set that up over here in these 2 circles to show how that's going to look. To match the claim, we need beagles comes first. So we need to label beagles for the left circle, and then good swimmers, the predicate group, that goes on the right circle. That represents our the conclusion of our argument. So we then if we want to do the whole Venn diagram, we'll start with our conclusion like we have here, and then I'll do an arrow to show, to go on to the next step, to go to finished product. We need to have our same thing, conclusion labeled, so that means we need our beagles to be bottom left, and we need our good swimmers to be bottom right. We still have 1 circle left representing the group that still hasn't been identified yet, and that's dogs. So then dogs will represent that top circle. And now between these 3 labels, the Venn diagram with 3 circles represents all 3 groups. We can use that diagram to represent the entire argument and test to see whether it's valid. And we'll do that in the next section.